know you're crazy, but I only wanna be with you. You think I'm shady cause I'm out here trying to make some moves, but it ain't like that. Just know that I'll be right back. I'll give you all my time just to let you know you're mine. It ain't nothing. Promise I'ma do it all to give you something. This love I got is only for you. You're my comfort, my future husband. I'ma give you all my heart, yeah, all of it, yeah. Baby, I know that I gotta come fix it. You the only nigga that I be missing. Swear I'm coming home to give you the business. Turn off my phone, it can leave me a message. I'ma just cover your body with kisses, kisses. Rub your body down, you know that I miss it, miss it.
Welcome to Happy Hour with Lito. I am your host. I have a special guest today, y'all. You know what I'm saying? My guy, part of the super group, Day26. You know what I'm saying? And he's just a very talented person all the way around. My guy, Robert Curry. How you doing, bro?
What's going on, man? Thanks for having me, bro.
No problem, man. I appreciate you coming on, man. First and foremost, man, I always talk to, you know what I'm saying, everybody the same way. You know what I mean? I like to have a conversation, not necessarily, you know, do the whole interview process thing. You know what I'm saying? Me being an advocate for mental health, man, I just want to ask you how you doing today, number one. And then, you know what I'm saying? How have you been able to cope with this pandemic that we're still going through?
Well, first of all, I'm doing good, man. You know, mental health is very important. And through this situation, I know it has tested a lot of people. Me personally, man, I recently just made a new move from New York to Florida. And I did that to get closer to my father's side of the family. My father's a bishop. And so I actually just purchased a home that's right next door to my dad's church.
Oh, wow.
Like literally, we share a parking lot. So
that's what's up.
Like, yeah. So I became more spiritually grounded during this time. It helped me, you know what I'm saying? It helped me cope with it a lot. But most of all, I stay creative. I'm in the studio right now. You know, I stay writing, I stay producing, I stay doing things to keep my brain stimulated so that when it's over, you know, I feel like I through this whole thing, I'd have made some kind of progress, you know. So it's just really just grounding myself I'm staying in my word, man, and staying in my music. And it just kept me sane, man, you know.
Word, that's what's up. And you know what I mean? So you've been down there the whole year, or you just like moved like recently this year?
I actually moved here next month to make a year.
Okay. That's what's
so
up.
I've been there for almost a year now. And so yeah, the whole pandemic I've been here.
Word.
Well, not the whole thing. I know it's like 2 years now. So like, yeah, the whole, at least second year I've been here.
Now, Florida never closed. You know what I'm saying? During this whole thing, yo.
Yo, it's crazy when I got here, because I told you I came here from New York.
Yeah.
So, you know, that was like ground zero, basically, you know, and they had shut everything down to the point we had curfew and everything was closed and everything. So when I came up here, you know, I wasn't really looking for the freedom. I expected to still be in the crib and everything like that. But yeah, to my surprise, man, everything was running normal.
Word.
Everything was, but just to be, you know what I'm saying, real about it, where I am near Orlando, it was not a big issue. Like, as far as there wasn't a lot of deaths and there wasn't a lot of cases here. Now, Miami, which is like 4 or 5 hours away from me, it hit them really bad. So I think they were doing things a little differently up there. But where I am, man, I ain't had a problem since I've been here. But I still practice social distancing and stay to myself and stay away because I don't really know what it is and how, you know what I'm saying? There's always new developments and everything like that. So I just take extra precautions. And even though the city's not closed down, I don't really go out much. You know, I go out when I have to. And, you know, I spend time with my family when I can. And I'm in the house making music.
Word, that's what's up, man. Glad to, you know what I'm saying, know that you've been good. I'm in Ohio, so, you know, we got shut down a couple of times too during this whole thing.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm from Detroit. That's the Midwest right there. And I actually lived in Ohio as well.
Word.
I also lived in Ohio. I went to school at Whetstone High School in Columbus, Ohio. So.
Oh, word. Okay. See, I live in Dayton. So, you know,
okay.
Yeah, you know, that's an hour away from Columbus. Not even really, like 45 minutes.
Yeah. So my whole my father's side, my whole family, my grandmother lives there. My whole family, I've a lot of family in Ohio.
That's what's up. So like for the people who don't know, like, you know what I'm saying, your story, like, you know, like you was just saying, like where you come from and things of that nature, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and then when did you fall in love with, you know what I'm saying, with actual music?
A little bit about myself, man. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, born, but I was raised in Augsburg, Germany.
Okay.
For a large portion of my childhood, you know, and that's where I developed my love for music because my father's a pastor, and so I was in church a lot. And the music part was the part that I naturally gravitated to, I guess, and fell in love with it there. And I got a chance to, like, you know, explore it and use my talent because my dad was the pastor. So, you know, the pastor's son pretty much get to do whatever he want to do.
Facts.
So I had a lot of room to be creative and a lot of support system at a very young age, you know, but it's mostly for gospel music, and which I didn't care at the time. I didn't even really know about secular music like that. I was way too young, and I just wanted to be like my pops. So gospel was all I really knew. Then I moved back to the United States with my mom's to Detroit, where I was born. And, you know, that's when I met a lot of people that was pivotal in my career as far as pushing me forward. And eventually I made a few relationships to the point where I had to leave Germany and just stay in Detroit in the States because I had so much going on at a young age at around 9. And I was signed to Michael Bivins from New Edition with a record label called Biv 10 alongside of 702 and Subway and Boyz II Men. And, you know, so I was at a young age already doing this, and I just been moving through the industry since then, like trying to make my mark and trying to find a place where I can pretty much spread my wings and, you know, be the artist that I am. I did a lot of stage and theater along that time when I was looking for my path. And I eventually got signed to Wyclef Jean with a refugee camp. And I worked with them for a long time as an artist and with a group. And the situation went left because of some business things. And I still remained in the situation, but I moved on to the situation as a producer and a writer for refugee camp. And I did a lot of work there, but, you know, I wanted to be an artist really bad. And so I started on my path again. And a couple of, you know, small little record deals and situations later, I ended up at the Making a Band auditions, and the Day26 situation came, and the rest is pretty much history.
Word. So the move to Germany, like, is your dad in the service?
Yeah, I'm an Army brat.
Okay.
So I pretty much lived everywhere that you can name in the United States and some overseas. So, and people think I be lying when I'm like, I live there, or I live there, or I live there. They're like, man, this man he missed me too. They be thinking that. And I'm like, you know, I've learned at this age just to let it, I ain't gonna say nothing, but yeah, I've lived here. I've lived there.
Word. So outside of music, you said you did like some like stage. Is that like, have you done that recently or?
I actually do that now. It's part of my occupation at this moment. I work for the Board of Education in New York.
Okay.
I do offstage Broadway for a theater company called New York Black Arts.
Okay.
Like I said, it was, which is, you know, behind under the Board of Education in New York. And so I recently just did Aladdin. I played the genie. I do the Wiz, and I'm the Tin Man. I played Martin Luther King in the past February. I've played a number of roles that I actually grew up watching. In Lion King, I'm Scar. And that's one of our biggest productions. And we also have the Wiz coming up now. So yeah, I definitely still do I do the stage, and I do it. I'm also the musical director for the company. So I get to give back to the community in that way. And that's a blessing. Word. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing to be able to do. And it's actually fun. You know, we also do night shows and stuff like that for the late audience, but it's great to be able to be there, you know, especially at a time like this for the Board of Education, in times where kids not going to school, you know what I'm saying? And the whole education system is really pretty much flipped upside down. It's good to be one of the only companies in New York that's still catering to the Board of Education and the students that are there and the people that are still trying to, you know, inspire their children and their students. So
that's what's up. Doing that for, you know, for the kids and everything. Like, is it now? It's just based in New York though. You don't travel with it.
Oh, we travel. We go all around the United States and overseas.
Okay.
We've been everywhere. We've been everywhere. I think we're supposed to be going to Canada really soon. And we got our list of our itinerary is really long. So, we'll probably be in the city near you guys somewhere sometime soon. Just be checking it out. But yeah, we travel, we do it everywhere. And when we travel, it's not for the Board of Education. We actually do it for the community and for, at the major theaters. But due to COVID, the whole deep theater industry has been turned upside down, and tests are required and only so many people in the theaters, and even the prices on these scripts that these directors are selling now have gone up, and the rights to the scripts and things like that, just because of the situation. So it's a lot of ups and downs. There's a lot of hoops we got to jump through, but we feel like it's worth it to still do it and be there for the cause, and so that we still push through and try to do it and make it happen. So yeah.
Word. That's what's up, bro. So who are some of your influences in music?
Man, like I said, I grew up in the church, so a lot of my influences started off, real Christian based. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big Clark sisters, like Dorinda Clark and Karen Clark, even Twinkie, because I grew up in Detroit. Now, grew up a large part of my youth in Detroit. Once I moved to the States, and of course that's where I'm born, so that's my roots. Right. It's that, and that's Motown. Can't forget about that. So yeah, but more than it being Motown, is very, very Christian church driven, Christian driven state. A lot of big celebrities as far as the Christian church industry comes from Detroit. Right. Fred Hammond, the Clark sisters, Jay Moss, even the kids from Kier, and it goes on and on. Tasha Cobb and Tasha Page, it just goes on and on and on. These are my people that I actually grew up with and went to school with, and actually been attending their churches since I was kids and stuff like that. So I have a lot of influences based out of there. And then, just the other church people, Kim Burrell, Jay Moss, he's one of the greatest producers of all time to me. And he actually was one of the producers that showed me that I didn't have to just sing gospel to be able to get my point across. Like I could actually switch over. He never actually did it vocally, but production, he's produced for everybody. Kelly Price, Boys to Men, Drew Hill, NSYNC, and the list goes on and on. And so like he really inspired me to be able to know that I can be able to integrate what I do with, what I love, because I really love R&B music. And I was able to integrate that because of him. But now, definitely the great Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, Prince. I'm really influenced by music across the board. Elton John, even in all different areas. I'm very eclectic. I do that because I work with a lot of different artists. So I have to be influenced by a lot of different artists. So I know how to deal with a lot of different artists. Everybody don't want to sound like the same thing, Right. I have a signature sound, but I like for artists to feel like when they come deal with me, they're going to get what their sound is elevated with what I get. You feel what I'm saying?
So you do like artist like development too? Is that what Okay.
Definitely I do artist development, and I do vocal training. I have maybe like a list of maybe like 10 clients at the moment that I try to juggle around, and it's kind of hard because a lot of things I have doing, but I'm on schedule with them, and it's great when you can see the growth in people that you're working with, from the day when you start in the day to where you are, and so I get to do that on a regular basis. I guess teaching is kind of in my blood. I love to do it, you know what I'm saying? So, and through this pandemic, it still keep me working, it keep me, not having to be, still wonder how I'm gonna make ends meet and do things like that. People always want to train, and just like now, we right here on Zoom, we still making it happen, so it's been pretty good, and, for the situation and everything. Plus, everybody's want to be creative right now, so people are actually investing in their talents and in what they want to do with their careers.
And you're able to do the artist development through Zoom too, huh?
I'm able to do everything through Zoom. I'm able to do artist development. I teach my acting. I told you I work with the Board of Education for the plays and stuff. I'm the musical director, but a lot of times I have to take a double role as the assistant director, because I help write a lot of the scripts based off of the music. And I've been with the company for a few years, so they kind of, my position bleeds over a lot. And so I end up doing a lot of coaching with the acting and stuff as well. And it's easy. Actually, sometimes it makes people a little more comfortable like this than it does like face to face. People know who I am. So sometimes I give them And I don't try to, but sometimes they just, oh, I've seen you on TV or whatever, and it make them feel a kind of way. But this is kind of more of a way for them to feel comfortable. They in their own environment, you know what I'm saying? And I'm in my place, we together, but you know what I'm saying, enough space for you to feel comfortable. And so I've learned that it actually works a little better.
Word. Let's talk a little bit about the MTV experience, man. Like, you know, we kind of watched you grow, you know what I'm saying? In a lot of different areas. And one thing I didn't like the MTV did, man, with y'all was it seemed like they put y'all in a lot of situations where there was conflict. It was like they placed y'all. Like if they knew y'all wasn't rocking with each other one day, it was like, oh, we're gonna put Q over here and we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna have this look a certain way, and then we're gonna put everybody else in the same room so they can argue. Like, did you feel like they did some of that just for ratings? You know what I'm saying, purposely?
Well, this is what I'm gonna say. First of all, nothing was scripted. You know what I'm saying? Everything was 100%. But I do know, I do know that things were, influenced.
And, for sure.
But you got to realize, we're being filmed 24 hours a day, but the episode is only 30 minutes. It's not even 30 minutes. Let's say 24. 24 minutes. They have to get the point across to you guys, whatever it is, within that little bit of time. So naturally, it will take months or weeks for something like that to develop and come to a head. We don't have that kind of time. And as producers and even psychiatrists that work on the side of the show and work with us know that we don't have that kind of time, but they can see the problem. So of course they might influence it or to make it happen quicker or to put us in positions. But in a lot of ways, I'm gonna tell you this, in a lot of ways, that's a good thing, because it's good to get those things out in the open quick and handle those things in the early part of your career, because later in your career, it could be the reason why you can't move forward, or it can be the reason why people are holding some things so long. So in the beginning, we actually were blessed with those people to actually hear those problems, see them early, and push us into the position to have to handle them at an early age. And what I do love about it as well is that our fights ain't like these other regular MTV or VH1 stuff like that. Like, you ain't fighting over who girlfriend is who, and who slept with who, and who mad and offended by this, that, and the other. Like, our problems was real problems that you go through in the industry when you trying to get what we getting as a group. And at the end of the day, it was a backstage pass and a blueprint to people like that wanted to be in the position that we was in. These are the things that you go through. These are the problems that you're going to face. And it's no holds barred, like, you know, and I think that is a way to teach people that you can look at drama on TV that teaches you nothing you can be entertained by, or you can look at drama that you can learn from, things that can push you somewhere, push you to the next level. And I feel like MTV did a very good job on harnessing that, because now looking at the substance of reality TV, not saying I know every reality show from back to front. I watch every last one of them. I know every character. I'm just into it like that. So I'm not taking that away from it, but I do understand the difference in what we were doing and what's happening right now. And I understand the substance on how today people still hit us up and want to see us on TV because they yearn for that substance that we gave on TV that was authentic. And that really taught people something. And when you walk away with a lesson, you know, you can't pay for that, you know? And so I actually thank MTV. And I always say to people too, they can't show nothing you don't give them. So even if they make a big spectacle out of something you did that was this little at this one time, if you would have never gave it to them, they would not have it. And sometimes little moments in our life define big things that happen with us for the rest of that move. When we move on, it defines that, whether we on TV or not. Little decisions that you make, little actions that you do in small situations sometimes has an effect on the rest of your life. And so to me, it relates the same way. Hey man, you on camera. If you want to be looked at a certain way, don't do certain things, bro.
That's a fact. One thing I can't say, like, they always show, you was always trying to, like, yo, like, nah, let's pull it together, y'all. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's do the right thing. Let's get this, you know what I'm saying? I seen that, you know what I'm saying, from you, until that one day you just got pissed.
Man, we all got our breaking points.
Yeah.
We all have our point where we feel like you know, we've had enough or whatever the case may be. And I think I was just at a point where I think that I've been through a lot of situations that I told you prior to getting there, where I was in a group, and the group is the reason why my situation wasn't as successful as it was supposed to be. Not because I wasn't putting 100%, not because my grind wasn't where it's supposed to be, not because I was putting anything negative into the situation, but because people around me and because the group was messing up situations for me, somebody who was 100% dedicated and giving everything I could to a situation. So I think at that point, I had got to a place where I'm not about to let that happen to me again. Like, you only get so many shots in this industry. Mm-hmm. And for me, I've been signed to a major label 3 times with 3 different groups. And every time I'm affected by the group's actions, and not my growth is stunted. So I was at a point where, you know, bro, I've been here before. This might be your first time, but this ain't my first time. And you only get so many chances. And I'm not about to let y'all mess that up. And I think I had just gotten to a place mentally there where I was afraid of being in the same situation again.
You saw the same things happening over again.
Definitely. And then, you know, misery loves company. And I'm not saying Danny Kane was miserable, but they were going through a very miserable situation. And we were in the same home with them. And then you have relationships that were intermingling. Those kind of things have an effect on. So now this group, the people in this group saying some certain things to you because they recognize things that they going through in their group, and they want to, you know what I'm saying, put their little whatever 2 cents in. And now you bringing that energy from there to here. And it's just a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of things that are working against us at this point. And I seen it from a mile away, and just, it hit me in a place where I couldn't be there again because I felt like I was so close to what I've been fighting for my whole life.
Danny Kane, man, they could have been one of the greatest female groups, man. If they,
in my opinion, they still are.
If they would have just been able to keep it together. I mean, vocally, yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, you good. You good, bro.
Okay, I'm sorry. My phone looked like it was getting low, so I want to make sure.
You good on
grab a charger. Okay, yeah. So yeah, like I was saying, in my opinion, Danny Kane is still one of the hottest female groups to ever like grace the stage. I was fans of them way before I even became. I was even in the group.
So you know what I mean. Are you still like, okay, I mean, I know you are still part of the group, but like, do y'all have like anything, like, do y'all have any plans on, you know what I'm saying, making another project?
Yes, we definitely have more than a project coming up. We got some big things coming up that some things I'm not 100% at liberty to talk about right now. I'm sorry, y'all, if I'm just trying to get this. Okay, there we go. I'm not at liberty to talk about some things, but I can tell you this. We are still together. We still working, and this is about to be a big year for Day26. We got a lot coming for y'all as far as music and content, and just be ready. Just be ready. And I thank God for the fans that stuck around this long and been supporting us, because it's because of y'all that we were able to keep the strength and keep going, and people still interested and want to see us. And and I think it's amazing, and I just want y'all to watch this, what's about to happen. And when you see your boys hit the stage, show the same love y'all been showing, and we about to turn up for y'all for sure.
For sure. Now, are we getting everyone? Is Brian coming back?
Hello, I don't know. You very low. I don't know. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you saying, can you hear me now, but it's just mad low.
Word. I don't know what happened.
Don't know why, but okay. There it goes.
Is it good now? We good?
Yeah, I think I hit a mute button or something like that.
Okay. So are we getting, you know what I'm saying, everyone? Is Brian coming back?
So
I mean, you don't have to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just asking.
I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna tell you, I don't want everybody ever feeling no kind of way. But I'm a really open person.
Right.
I say what it is because I don't want nothing coming back to me the wrong way or perceived the wrong way. I'm gonna be honest with you. We want Brian on everything that we've been doing and been building thus far. But we've reached out to Brian a number of times, and Brian, for some reason, is not on board. So it's not because arms are not reached out to him. And even if you guys know about our last breakup, when Brian left, we had no idea what was happening when he did it. And we still to this day don't.
It was weird to me because I just seen like a Instagram post, and that was it.
That's how we found out. The same way that Instagram post that y'all saw is that's how we found out. And so for me, it's a lot of unanswered questions. For day 26, there's a lot of unanswered questions. But we got an obligation to the fans that want to see us, you know. And so we try to, you know, we let them know that our arms are open, and we, you know, we like this, our open arms, but we definitely moving forward regardless. So, you know, I just want to say that moving forward is a possibility if he's willing to be a part of the situation. Our arms are open. But other than that, we moving forward and moving on, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've actually, because I've been Facebook friends with Brian for like, I think like before the day 26, or like right in the, like when y'all first got started, and like we've been cool, like, you know what I'm saying, like I didn't even talk to him a few times, but like now he won't talk about, you know what I'm saying, like I tell him about the podcast. I want to get him on here so we can, you know what I'm saying, you know, talk about, because the fans want to know for real, you know what I'm saying, just what happened, like yo, all everyone got was that post and nothing else. You know what I'm saying? And
man, I've heard so many things from so many different people and so many different acquaintances and fans and co-workers, and it's so many different things that it's hard to even knowing him for as long as I've known him, sometimes you try to use that and try to decipher what you hear and see which one of them make the most sense with the person that you know and all of that. Yeah. And at this point, man, it's a headache, you know, and we just put out there, and I've heard him do interviews and everything since this situation, and he, you know, tries to pretty much stay away from it because I'm looking for answers too. We all want to know.
He won't answer. He won't answer the questions, bro. Like,
and you know, that's fine. That's 100%. But hopefully, one day we'll be able to sit down as brothers. You know what I'm saying, and figure out what the disconnect is, and if it's possible to be fixed. But at this point, we just want the world to know that the arms is open and the hand is extended. The olive branch is extended, but you know, you can't make a nigga do what he don't want to do.
Yeah,
he don't want to do something. He don't want to do something. And we pretty much at that point, like, and they want to keep begging somebody to do something they don't want to do either, you know?
Yeah.
And our fans, since we've been in a situation without him, have been very supportive. And we thank them for that. Even when we went to his hometown in Houston, we still sold out. We thought it was going to be a problem because they like, you know, where's Brian? You know, you know, this is one from our hometown. And you know, everybody come to when they personally, you know, everybody come out for them. So we's really worried about our ticket sales and about our outcome in Houston and in Dallas, just in Texas, period, because we know that's their mans or whatever. And our fans still showed us love and still came out. We still sold out.
Mm-hmm.
The fans still showed up and sold out.
It'd have been dope if he'd have just popped out and didn't tell nobody.
It would have been great. It would have been amazing. But, you know, like I said, that didn't happen, but we were blessed to still be successful. And we blessed to still have fans that still support us. And we just try to keep it moving with that, man. You know, can't beat a dead horse.
Word. So let's go back on what's your favorite so far? You know what I mean? Like out of the projects that y'all have recorded together, what's your favorite one? Like what was the most fun making?
I would have to say the last one that pretty much the world is not, well, a lot of people are familiar with it, but I don't think the whole world is.
A New Day?
A New Day.
Okay.
A New Day. And the
I got
reason why I
all of
say
them,
that,
so that's what I got all of them. Every time y'all drop something.
Like the first two projects were amazing because we had the whole MTV machine and we was filming a reality show, and you know we had the whole bad boy thing behind us. So naturally that was great, but it wasn't nothing like the feeling of doing A New Day because we produced, we wrote, we built it from the ground up, from everything, even the artwork to the cover of the in the order of the songs and everything. We actually seen what we do together without anybody's help. You know what I'm saying? And it was epic. You know, and so that was probably my favorite, even though people would beg to differ because we got hits out there and, you know, TV shows and video. I understand, but for me, just the process that made that the most epic for me.
Word. For me, I probably say, a lot of people don't talk about this one, but I like The Return.
I love The Return too.
That shit hard.
That was actually my project. I funded that project for the
that shit hard.
That was my project. We all came to Detroit, to my city, to record that with my producers and my team, and it was my baby. So, you know, I definitely love it, but it's still didn't have nothing on
on The Return. Yeah.
We actually on The Return.
I mean, nothing on A New Day.
The Return actually was great in that aspect as well, because I was, like I said, I was at the forefront of that project, and it was my team, and I brought the whole Day26 to Detroit to create that project, and we had great records and great production on that, and we actually did have a lot to do with the production. Willie actually wrote a book to go with that and with that project and everything. So like we did have a lot of creative input on that, but it was nothing like what we just did with The Return. So both of those actually would probably be my favorite because of the process.
Yeah, least favorite is probably the second. I ain't like the
second album.
Yeah, that's probably my least favorite one out of all of them.
Okay.
It just seemed like he was taking. It seemed like they was taking y'all like from where like the first one. Like I love that one. You know what I'm saying? For sure. I know every song damn near to every one y'all did. But the second one, like, I didn't like the single, bro. The I'ma Put It On Her.
That won us Best Group Award. The very song you're talking about is the one thing that got us to break. That's the one thing no reality TV show group in the world has ever won an award. We're the only ones, and that's the song we won it from.
Word. That's what's up, bro. You know what I'm saying? And let me say, I don't want to say I ain't like it, but compared to what y'all were already doing, like, you know what I'm saying? It was just different for me. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I knew it was a hit record. It was a hit for sure. We had Young
Jock on there featuring.
Puff.
It was more of like a Miami swag. Like it had like a club kind of thing that it was actually something that we didn't tap into on the first album.
Yeah.
And might be why we got Best Group Award for that.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a
fact. I'm telling you, it's right here.
Hey, that's dope. You still got that. That's what's up, bro. Yeah. That's what's up. So let's talk about your music, bro. What you got? What you doing, man? Like, can we expect a full-length project from yourself?
Well, actually, I got a project I'm working on right now. I'm starting my tour to promote the project on next month on the 6th, the first date. I think I put the flyer up yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, or the day before yesterday on my Instagram. I'll be promoting it on other social medias, but the tickets are up on Eventbrite. It's my own little tour to promote my EP that's dropping, and I do got new music for y'all and everything like that. It's gonna be pretty good, man. Like I said, during this pandemic, I've been working and kind of finding myself musically by myself again because I work with the group a lot. And then I work on other people's projects mostly. So when it comes to myself, I always have to sit back and be like, yo, what am I trying to do? Because I'm used to catering to everybody else, what everybody else is doing to try to bring their sound to life. So, it was kind of great to sit here and rediscover my artistry and rediscover my sound as a solo artist and be able to put it together and now have a platform to be able to move around because I've been trying to do it for a minute, but COVID.
Yeah, for sure.
So now the venues are opening up and promoters are ready and sponsors have been hitting me back, and now it's on the road now. So
that's what's up. You got any
get your
dates
tickets?
coming?
I'll be on the city near you real soon.
Dates coming.
Everybody.
You said it's on Eventbrite. Okay. So
yes, you definitely get tickets for the tour on Eventbrite. I think the tickets for Atlanta is up right now, and though that is on the 20th of June, the first show is the 6th of June in Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay.
And I think we got Houston on the 12th. There's a lot of dates. I'm sorry, y'all don't have the itinerary memorized. It's like 20 dates or something like that. So it's coming to a city near you. It's the new single from my new EP. And the single is called Double Up. And yeah, I'm about to be out here doing my thing, man. So just keep showing me the love y'all been showing me.
Who you got coming with you? Like you got your own artists that come in, or?
So what I've been doing is trying to reach out to each city and figure out who their big artist is and who they've been promoting and who they trying to put on and who's the name in that city. And I've been pretty much trying to link up with them people and put those people, incorporate them into my show. Give them another platform, actually, whatever the case may be. And I'm a big believer in, like, if you got your city, then you can move forward. I think in most music, even in most labels at this point, the first thing they look at when you're trying to get a deal is if you got your city on lock. If they look at your social media and what movements you're making in your city. And so I'm trying to just, follow in those kind of footsteps and make sure I support the city, So I'm going to each city, and the people that's doing their thing in that city, I try to reach out to them and bring them on board. Of course, there are other artists, that's jumping on the bill and, stuff like that. But mainly I'm trying to cater to whatever city I'm in. So if that's you, if you see your city on Eventbrite, reach out, hit me in the DMs or hit up the contact info that's on the flyer or whatever the case may be, and somebody will get back at you.
Word, that's what's up, man. Man, listen, bro, all I can say is I appreciate you coming on, doing the show with me, bro. It's always been love, from my side. I support y'all, support you for sure. And people don't know we got the same birthday.
Same birthday, man. Virgo love, for sure.
For sure. So you already know that's, that's a whole nother level. We could talk about some deep shit and be on here for 2 hours.
Right.
For real. But y'all not ready for no conversations like that, man. Listen, y'all. It's your boy Lito. It's my boy Robert Curry from the super group Day26, man. Tap into everything he got going on. Be on the lookout for everything they got coming. 2021 is their year. For sure. And we out.